Right after Monday Night Raw tonight, we had the WWE Network special, a debut. I hope they do this for a lot of the big matches. This would be very easy to do. This was a 20-minute sort of biography on the history of John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. We're going to be going at it August 18th in Los Angeles at the Staples Center at SummerSlam 2014. Basically, I would love to see them, build up some big pay-per-view matches this way. It'd be easy to do, to drop a lot of documentaries. I think it would bring a lot of interest to maybe some sort of a Cena versus Orton match, if that was to cross paths again. Easily any Daniel Bryan main event coming up in the near future when he does come back from his surgery. Easily you could go over all of the things that he's gone through in his Yes movement. I think it'd be awesome to have one of these for maybe his first debut match coming back from the surgery. He's just showing you everything that he went through. You could even bring up the things with Stephanie versus Brie in it, basically. But this was a hype show, much like they do on Spike TV, or I guess they're not on Spike TV anymore, but like the ones they used to show on Spike TV, the ones I guess now that would be on Fox Sports 1 that UFC does before the big pay-per-view fights, just basically telling you the story of what these guys are doing and why they're fighting and what it means to them if they win, if they have any bad blood, if they have, fought in matches in the past, if they've trained together, just basically showing anywhere that these guys have crossed paths. This documentary started out with Paul Heyman saying, Brock Lesnar came into WWE and he made his debut back in 2002, and he caused a whole lot of hell for a short period of time. He ran buckshot over the WWE, and you see him, beating Rock at SummerSlam 2002, and beating, who did he beat? He beat, I guess he'd be Big Show. Big Show would probably be one of his biggest competitors. They didn't show the Undertaker matches of the past. I think they try to hide, Biker Taker from the history of the WWE stuff. I mean, you can find him on the WWE Network if you're looking for it. But I would be very surprised if anytime in the near future My Yard would be uploaded onto the WWE Network. They didn't bring up, Triple H versus Undertaker WrestleMania 17 for either of the Undertaker matches. It just seems like that was a period of time when Taker was doing his own thing, and WWE tries to hide that fact from history. They don't maybe not hide it is the right word, but just bring it up. They say that basically Brock Lesnar left. They didn't give any reason for why he was doing it. That would come up later when John Cena got his chance to talk on the documentary. And Paul brings up the fact that that's when John Cena came into the WWE. That's when he was being force-fed the championship, and he was running buckshot. They bring up the fact that when Brock Lesnar left WWE, he went and he fought guys like Randy Couture over in UFC, and he fought real competitors in real rings. He's the baddest man on the planet. They don't hide from the fact that Brock Lesnar did lose to John Cena at Extreme Rules 2012. Just basically, Brock Lesnar has the excuse that if he has the intestinal disease, I'm going to very screw it up because I'm not 100% sure. No, never mind. He had a lot of fucking shit in his stomach that was wrong. And basically, when he came back to WWE, he wasn't 100% healed. Basically, he, as Heyman said, he didn't go in and fight any tomato soup cans. Basically, he didn't fight any jobbers. He went right for the biggest guy in the yard because that's where the money was, and that's what Brock Lesnar wanted. He wanted the WWE to be, based around him. That's of course why they would go on to the whole Triple H feud with them fighting over the contract demands of him wanting, the name of Monday Night Raw to become Monday Night Raw, starring Brock Lesnar and things like that. John Cena says that basically, Brock Lesnar left the WWE because he wasn't a nice guy. He didn't like the travel. He couldn't hang with the day-to-day demands of being on the road, and those are the things that John Cena loves. Going on all the talk shows, being at all the house shows, meeting all the wrestling fans, doing all the Make-A-Wish deals. That is the thing that John Cena strives on. This was the first time they've done one of these specials, and honestly, in my mind, it was one of the best things that they could do. To hype this up, because I'm pumped. I mean, honestly, the stare down between Brock and Hulk Hogan really got my bloods, pumping. I was doing the Hulkamania pose. I was just waiting. I knew that if they started throwing blows, Brock would get the best of them, but I'm just looking for Hogan to punch anybody in WWE. I don't want his last days inside of a ring to be inside of TNA. You've seen how well they've used Hogan since he came back, with them, having him be the WrestleMania 30 host, being in the ring with Rock and with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Of course, he came back to push the network. He went and did the UK shows. He went and did the Tokyo shows. They kept him off TV for a good while to make this a good lasting thing, with the Hulk Hogan's birthday. And, I was pumped. I was like, damn, I really want to see Cena and Lesnar go at it. Lesnar ducking out of the ring and making sure that he was going to get paid for this fight at SummerSlam goes along with everything that he's doing. Honestly, in my opinion, he, got everybody to boo him because he looked like a chicken shit out there. And that's one reason why there's going to be 1,000 other people out there like John Cena waiting for it. I didn't understand why they didn't bring up the Backlash match from back in the day, but maybe they're trying to hide that. I don't even know why they would try to hide that Cena, because Cena of then just sort of rolled into the Cena of today. You don't get to the babyface Marine John Cena if you don't have him transition out of that rapping gimmick. But maybe they don't want people going back and finding that stuff if they're not really looking for it. But I mean, all you have to do is pop into My Life or the Word Life DVD. I think that's even on the network itself, so I don't know why you would hide this from all the people out there, but this was awesome. I mean, I wish Cena vs. Lesnar was tomorrow. I'm sure that if I watched this and this match was in LA, I'd find a way to get down there to see this, because they make this seem like it's going to be the biggest match of the century, not only the biggest match of this year. Cena vs. Lesnar are the two biggest names on the WWE roster. It doesn't get any bigger than this. Paul Heyman was awesome. The way that they hyped this up, I thought he was going to... When it first started, I really thought I was going to go in depth of talking about him being the booker of SmackDown and trying to figure out everything that was going on with Brock Lesnar, and I thought that's what it was going to be, but he was very good in this. He made references to, Brock Lesnar wants to be the WWE champion, and Brock Lesnar deserves to be the champion because he beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Many people have beaten Undertaker before, but nobody has beaten Undertaker at WrestleMania. They hype up the fact that, I'm trying to remember exactly what he says. Heyman says that, there's been 42 presidents of the United States before, so the next guy who steps up to the plate to become the president, by him saying, I am the next president of the United States, he's the 43rd man to say that. So it has appeal behind it, but it doesn't have the lasting, just that boom behind it of like George Washington being the first president of the United States. It'd be like somebody being elected as God. And as of right now, there's only been one person that's been able to call himself that. So if Brock Lesnar was to get elected as God tomorrow, that would be a huge deal for somebody to sit down on that throne and say, I am God from here on out. Brock Lesnar promised us that if he didn't, leave for WWE, there would be no John Cena. He wouldn't have let John Cena rise to the top. Basically, he says that John Cena would be staying at home, going to the grocery store, buying his Fruity Pebbles, and eating them at home. And he wouldn't get paid to endorse the product. And then, of course, they show John Cena doing the endorsements for Subway. They showed him doing some Make-A-Wish deals. They showed him on the Fred movie. And other deals like that. Just basically Brock saying that they're not going to do it. But I'm pumped. I'm fired up. I'm hoping you guys check this out. This was easily the best thing the WWE Network has done so far. A lot of props to the Daniel Bryan documentary about WrestleMania 30. A lot of props to the Ultimate Warrior documentary that came out the week after WrestleMania 30. But easily, I want to see more of these. Easy it'd be, for any main event that comes along, no matter if it's Night of Champions, Hell in the Cell. It might be hard to do these on like pay-per-views that are back-to-back with the same main event, seeing if maybe Cena fights Brock again. But at least do it for one of the matches on the show. Maybe if you do a rematch of Stephanie versus Brie, we'll have to see where that goes from there. But it's going to be awesome. Make sure you check this out. This should be definitely the #1 most watched thing on the WWE Network this week. If you didn't get to see this live on the live stream, definitely go check this out. Hopefully it'll be in the on-demand for you. Hopefully they'll keep this up for forever and ever in the special section, because this is easily by far the best thing that I think they've ever done.